Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. I don't know why I laugh when I just show this because um it fits before I even play the video. Before I even play the video, man. Because we're gonna get it from two different perspectives. Ladies, I gotta ask a question. Why do y'all pull out your camera and y'all be looking like who, what, when, where, why, and how? You own look, obviously you working from home and you got the headset on that shows that you're a call center rep, obviously, right? And we just before y'all ever even open up y'all mouth, we profiling y'all. Everybody deserves to get profiled. Everybody profiles. Everybody deserves to get profiled. Everybody profile. When I look at this person right here, what I say to myself is they probably rolled right out of bed and they jumped right on the phone and they always got the same look. Bull ring nose, septum ring. They might have a lip piercing, probably got a tongue piercing, maybe even got a little box piercing, right? They always jump on with the bonnet and they always saying let's normalize bonnets, right? Now we got additional context because this is not uncommon either. Remember when grandmother used to have the plastic couches or she used to have the African vases and then whatever. Y'all grandmothers was so tacky. They had no sense of style. They found every gaudy piece that they can find and found every African piece, and for whatever reason, they thought it was art, right? They found every single gaudy piece. Every wall had a mirror or some African painting on it or an African uh, thing from TJ Maxx. All of them. All of them had the same thing, plastic, and then sometimes they would have that plastic runner when you first come into the door. Grandma's tacky, tacky as hell. And you used to go into the furniture store and they will find the most blinged out thing that they can find. Um, get the clear crystal thing, fan, ceiling fan, clear crystal, uh, vase over here. That's not style, just to let y'all know. Because a lot of y'all are starting to do the same thing that y'all grandma did. That's not style. Y'all got a black girl magic, black girl reading a book on a picture in the background, something like that, right? That's not style. But let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Carnival Cruise Lines, this is the debate happening between two different types of people.
So is it just me, or is Carnival Clues sending a clear message that they don't want a certain type of people, which is black people, on their boat? So I've been seeing videos. Me and my family, we go on a cruise.
Did y'all hear the I didn't catch this the first time that I had watched the video. Did y'all hear the smoke detector? Listen.
They don't want a certain type of people, which is black people, on their boat. So I've been.
That's usually how I can tell if a person is working from home also because I can hear like if I call into a call center or something like that, I can usually tell if a person is working from home or if they actually in an office because I can hear the smoke detector in the background. But let's get to it.
Been seeing videos. Me and my family, we go on a cruise, a family cruise every year. I've never been on a cruise where there's been a fight. I've never been on a cruise where there has even been an argument. I know it happens, but it seems like the once out of every thousand of cruise they go on a year, y'all try to promote that only black people be fighting and stuff on a boat, when most of the videos y'all see a group of black people actually vibing. Last video I just seen, it was a group like after the club, they were doing flips in the hallway, like having a flip contest. It's normally just fun, but these bans are becoming very targeted. So first they ban speakers, then they ban fans, like the hand fans. So they was playing boots on the ground. So no more boots on the ground. They ban fans. So now they have a dress code in the nightclub, which I've never seen that before. This dude had his shirt open and a man came up to him and told him to close his shirt. I've never seen that. It's a hot ass cruise.
So wait. So y'all, because I went on a cruise one time, probably maybe like 20 years ago. Y'all out there with no shirt on the dance club floor and inside of the club, inside of the Carnival cruise line. Y'all late at night after y'all get drunk and y'all leave the cruise club, y'all over there flipping inside of the flipping outside of other people's cabins. I've seen videos where people were smoking on the cruise, like smoking trees on the cruise. I've seen videos where people are sneaking trees and alcohol onto the cruise. I've seen videos of people fighting on the cruise. I've seen to where like the pools is completely overtaken by all people that's doing a fan, that's doing the Quentin song. Whoa, I got my boots on the ground. I've seen all of those type of videos. I've seen videos where it's like an egregious amount of food and plates that's left outside of the doors and all of that. So the way that she's, yeah, that is a hell of a freeze frame. The way that she's describing this, she's trying to describe it like, oh no, young people are just having good fun. And I don't think that that's what's happening. I think Carnival is starting to experience a certain element, which is not all black people, but it's always an element. And y'all always got this Me Too mentality. Y'all see something on TikTok and y'all gotta go. Y'all don't even know a brunch spot unless it was on TikTok. You don't, you go to the latest place based off of if it was on TikTok. You go to it now, y'all was all going to Tulum because it was on TikTok. Y'all was all going to Cancun because it was on TikTok. Now y'all all going to carnivals on Afterpay and Klarna because it's on TikTok. And it's like y'all don't have no mind of y'all own. I don't know why that is. It's like you see one ghetto person wake up to something and now everybody got to do it. That's when I don't want to go no more because now I'm like everybody know about it. I got to find something else to do.
We in the Caribbean and it's hot as fuck. Then y'all are now banning rap music in a club. So everybody else gets to have their night of music. There's 80s night, 90s night, and rock and country, but no rap music. It's a clear message that they're showing. Me and my family, we, like I said, we take a cruise every year. But after seeing all of these bans and how targeted they're becoming towards black people, this might be the last year we take a cruise on Carnival and we have to find another cruise line because I don't like that. We are your biggest demographic of people who book on your cruise.
So I don't know where y'all get these stats from, and y'all gotta wake the fuck up because Carnival Cruise Lines, and not just Carnival, a lot of people were doing things and they were surviving before y'all ever come along. This is victim mentality. So now Carnival Cruise is supposed to let y'all fuck up a bag for who their biggest demographic has been traditionally. It has been people that have been taking cruises long before boots on the ground came off. There has been people that have been doing cruises way before boots on the ground. And then all of a sudden, y'all are the biggest demographic. Where'd you get that from? Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? How was that a thing? When did y'all become the biggest demographic? When did only black people were the ones that's taking cruises? Are y'all the ones that promoted on social media? And that's what you're starting to see. And this is where the fatigue come from. This is why she not even old enough to know whether or not people is on the cruise. I think that there is a group of people that's now starting to pull back that have been cruising for a long time. I've also shout out to Rob Brown. I'm gonna read this super chat shortly. I've heard of people that have paid to basically retire on cruises. They use their entire monies, all of their money, to literally just go on cruises once they retire. There are people that want to live on a cruise ship. And y'all think that just because you pay $200 for the bottom cabin, that then warrants for you to have an all you can eat buffet. Don't tip the staff after you get off the boat, and then everybody is just supposed to put up with your bullshit. There are retirement cruisers. There are people that cruise year round. But your dollar, the black dollar, all of a sudden is the one that is the most important. Okay, so let's get the other perspective then. All right. So this is one of the ladies that say that she cruises a lot and that Carnival will no longer be going to get her dollar. This is what she had to say.
Y'all go ahead and get your hate out. Get all your names you're going to call me and get that out of your system.
Funny, you know what's so funny? White people already know that they're going to be labeled as racist way before they ever even open up their mouth. So they have to make an informed decision. They got a decision to make before they ever get online. The decision is, do I actually say what I really feel and tell the truth, knowing that people are going to call me racist, knowing that people are going to say that they can call me a Karen, knowing that they're going to say that I'm discriminating and they're going to try to find out where it is that she works. White people already know what they in for way before they ever even get online. They already know. They already know what's coming. Go ahead and get your insults out. Say what you gotta say because I made up my mind and I said that I'm gonna tell it before I even tell it. They already know. I'm sorry, Arthur. We don't address people that have no profile photos. And I say this on a regular basis. I don't know how y'all don't hear this. You are a subscriber because you're able to type in the chat. Um, as far as I'm concerned, you are one of the kids that jerk off in your socks if you don't have a profile photo. And you are commenting the things that you are commenting. So we no longer pay attention to faceless icons with the letter on it. We don't know who you are. And so if you don't have a profile photo, you don't exist to us. Keep jerking off inside of your socks and keep doing what you do. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video, y'all.
But for your information, I have been on 9 cruises since 1993. The ones through 2005 were
Mhm.
not cheap, but they were very nice cruises. The people that worked the ship were nice. The people that were on the cruise were nice. You didn't go to the dining room dressed like you were going to the pool. There was a certain amount of decorum required. When you got up in the morning, you could go through the early in the morning, because I was, you could go through the breakfast and get coffee and a donut. They had a continental breakfast that early. And then go to what's called the Serenity deck. And you could sit there and drink your coffee and enjoy.
Let me just see something real quick. I gotta see for myself. Save up to $950 per room. Is this how y'all plan y'all cruises? I agree. Starting from 274 per person. Listen, I'm all for a good deal, but I'm straight because that's just gonna bring a certain element. 4-day cruise at 254 per person. No wonder that they bring in a certain element. No wonder. Oh, and you can finance this shit. Y'all doing a $300 on board credit plus interest free financing. If you get the MasterCard, oh no. Uh-uh. No wonder. Let's go to Mexico sailings. These are not the type of people that's be on a cruise. Hell no. So how much is the big dog suite? It's $1,500. What does that look like? Ocean suite. Ain't got no pictures. Where's the pictures? And you only got to put a deposit of $150 now. Let's see. Middle deck 7. That's for the big dog one. All right, all right. So finding out a little bit more. Let's continue.
The sun coming up. You couldn't do that on this last cruise because they were still drunk from the night
You got to finance $254, bro. We got a bigger conversation on our hand to have.
before. And the only place they could find to hide with their goofiness is on the Serenity deck. The people on either side of us in the cabin were ridiculous. Their trash stumbled out into the hallway. And I'm not talking people, I'm talking literal trash. They would go up to the bars, the buffets, and get plates and plates of stuff and then just pile it on the floor outside their door. There was no class. In the words of my grandfather, they had no couth. The fighting is what amazed me. You're on vacation in parts of the most beautiful part of the world, and all you can do is cuss, scream, and fight. Now, mind you, I met people on this cruise that were from a Baptist church somewhere up near Chicago. There was about 15 of them. I regret to this day not getting their names. I had such a fun time with those people. But I couldn't visit with them because of all the nonsense going on. And it didn't matter where you went on the ship. The nonsense. Now, I watched a lady's video today where she blamed it all on Carnival for dropping the prices. I don't know how much more you could insult your own people. That because they paid an inexpensive fare, that somehow excused them from their stupid actions? No. No. It's not Carnival's fault they lowered prices. It's ill-mannered, classless people. And while there may be a large part of it, one particular race, it is not race exclusive.
You see how white people have to preface what they say? Now, with all of the people that I was dealing with, it just so happens on this day that it all happened to be one race, but it's not race exclusive. Now, I'm not saying that this all of that particular race, but what I am saying is that when I looked at the poll and when I seen people throwing trash and fighting, it just so happened to be all one race, but it's not all of them because all of them was not on the boat. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Just tell it like it is. We want to listen. We need the truth. I want to know the truth. I want to know what is happening, when it happened, and how it happened. And I need a descriptor. I need you to be as descriptive as possible about what happened and why it happened. And then we gonna draw our own conclusions. But talk about it. You ain't gotta mince words, anime. You don't have to mince words, anime. You could just say it. Just tell it like it is. Don't mince words. Just tell us what's going on, baby girl.
People lowered prices. It's ill mannered, classless people.
Mm.
And while there may be a large part of it, one particular race, it is not race exclusive.
You know what? None of us have to hear her say it to know exactly who it is. We know our people. We know we know what we're going to deal with when we pull up to the family reunion. Thanksgiving, we know Uncle Earl is going to be looking at all of the little girls and keep on trying to put them on their lap. We know Uncle Earl is going to be doing that. You know that Auntie Sally, she probably going to be mad at Uncle Ricky for cheating on her because Uncle Ricky is gonna be oogling over the new chick that the nephew brought to Thanksgiving. Oh man, that's a bad one. That's a bad one right there. Back in my day, we already know. We know that you probably gonna have to keep your purse tucked because Jerome over there is a dope fiend and he cleaned up for the day, but he can't resist going in niggas' purses when they decided that they wanted to go and do the hustle in the background. That's just what it is. We know our people. We know them. We know that this nigga just started selling drugs and this young nigga just got some pussy and he feeling himself and we all know it. We know every single thing that happens from our people. That's why we don't need a descriptor. We already know what she's talking about. One group of people was being disruptive and doing backflaps. We know who it is. We not confused, miss. We know who our people are. And for everybody getting offended, you know who your people are.
But what amazed me is you couldn't go to the swimming pool deck ever. From like 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock at night, you couldn't go because it was just it was bad. It was bad. So when I got back, I wrote Carnival a letter, told them I would be not to be sailing.
We don't even like water like that. Most pool parties, nobody is in the pool. That's a white person thing. This is the facts. But we gonna be around the pool because water is there. Whoa, whoa. And it's an excuse for us to throw on our swimsuits, throw on our swim trunks, do the boots on the ground, and throw a couple hustles in there. We gonna get it popping. We taking over. Ain't gonna be no pooling, just standing around the pool. Maybe throw some feet in there. That's it. Because the women don't want to get their hair messed up, and the guys is paying attention to what the women is doing, and so they trying to focus on what's gonna happen on that type.
With them again because I did not enjoy my cruise. Um, People take cruises to relax. They take cruises to have a good time. You go in the bar, have a few drinks, have a lot of fun. You come lay out on the deck by the pool, have a few drinks, enjoy yourself, have a hamburger, have whatever you want, but enjoy yourself. You don't enjoy yourself on Carnival anymore. And it wasn't a short cruise. I was on a 7 day cruise.
You was stuck with them for 7 days, Auntie. You was stuck with them for 7 days. That sucks for you.